Yeah, Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed up with the same news, no channel to use. Cruise control mentalities, here we offer you. We gon' show you a new way. The content, it never strays from positive and uplifting. Once a week, the scope gifted. With the presence of your eyes, what a distraction. Beautiful to soul, especially in action. This year, not ration. Came in abundance. Films like in Sundance. Tech like the pop art. Tachi Queen, you are Curtis, a beast heart. You must carry, cause MCs they all vary and seldom do they motivate. World full of hate, we serve the hope on a plate across different platforms. Let's hear a buffet, hydration like Boucher. Don't focus on a day, we always here for you. MediaScope when you emotionally broke. Settle in our knowledge and conversations, go make them yours. What we run is Olympic, not your hands on the torch. Take it easy like Sundays on the porch. MediaScope when you emotionally broke. Settle in our knowledge and conversations, go make them yours. What we run is Olympic, not your hands on the torch. Take it easy like Sundays on the porch. Now you award winning with no award tours. This culture meets the art. Podcast with the heart and essence of the growth. The power's in the people. Without you, we ain't equal. What we lack is ego. We're back now, so here we go. Run the show like Arsenio. Episodic, our rituals, minds change through visual. Representation of our nation and its differences. Some explanation of our uniqueness and innocence. Mass media's intention is to desensitize. We raise the wise and knowledge is power. Without it, we turn coward and proud of a known product. Like we could take it with us. I wish the greats were still alive and here with us, but it is what it is. We're left here to share our gift, and that's precisely what we'll do with it. Shape-shift and fluidly.
Shape-shifting is what we do. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to MediaScope. This is the show where we talk all about media, tech, and pop culture every week at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We're on a bunch of places today, so I'll have to do a proper introduction of where we are and look at my chin hitting this. All right, and it's because of my hair. I had to, whatever, a little bit. But it is what it is. My name is Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, also a journalist. I'm here, not just me. I'm here with a one, MC Curtis. How are you doing, MC?
Hey everybody, what's happening?
You sound more and more excited each week.
Really?
Yeah, facetiously.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So,
I thought you were serious.
look who we have here. I see her, but I don't see a truck, but I know it's coming. So, yes, the queen of food truckery and the minister of libation is here look who it is. Swoop, there it is.
Oh, there she is. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Shanice, Miss Swoop, there it is. We have missed you. Welcome back into the fold. Now it's a party. Shanice is here. Now it is a party.
We need like a sound for Shanice. Swoop, there it is.
We do. Where did that that Uptown Funk song come?
I don't know. It's something I had a while ago.
Okay, so that's going to be Shanice. That is your that's now your song. Oh goodness, you made me drool with that. Oh, I don't know how she feels about that. So, but just so he won't talk any stuff today, here's the truck.
That's
we know. We appreciate
about.
You.
Sharina, I'll take 2 cocktails, please.
We haven't even started. Can we get the show good and started before you start requesting and ordering from the food truck? Egads. Terry Knight Nixon is here. Hello, my dear. It is so good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hug time. Oh, my my pretties, my lovelies, letting you know that I 100% appreciate you being here. And I'm excited today. Are you excited, MC? Never mind. I'm excited today because excitement for him is the same as disappointment. So there's going to be no change in level. So better not to ask him. Never mind.
I didn't get a chance to answer. I was gonna say, yeah.
Okay, sorry. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited, of course.
Mhm. Doesn't that sound the same as disappointment, the same as despair, the same as joy? That is it. So there's no need. There's no need to know because it's going to sound the same. So I'm excited because we are live on 5 platforms today, ladies and
Say it again.
gentlemen.
What was that? What was that number?
5.
Yes.
Is there a sound? I
Yeah.
was waiting.
Five, 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 five,
That is the most janky sound effect I have ever heard. How very dare you, MC?
We got to do better.
You have to do better. Don't put me in the better club. You have to do better. Shanice says MC sounds enthused, and that is all of his emotions sound exactly the same. And Serena asks kindly, can you do your job first, MC, before you place it? Can you please do your job before you think about sustenance? Just
Sure.
walked in the door already asking, can you have a
All
break?
right.
Just walked in already trying to clock out for lunch. Can we get good and started, please?
Yeah. Let's try that.
Let's try it. In any case, we are live on 5 platforms today, and I am really excited about that. And MC is, even though his excited sounds like his disappointment, sounds like his joy, it all sounds the same. But today we are live, and so let's say hello to everybody on Facebook. By the way, we're two because I share this to my personal page on Facebook as well. So we are on the MediaScope page live, and then also on my personal page. So hello to everybody who's watching us on Facebook. If you have the joy and pleasure of watching us on YouTube, hello, hello, hello. The YouTube crew generally files in a little bit later, but I'm saying hello now, and I'll say hello to you when you come in. Twitter. Today we are on Twitter. Yeah, I had to grapple with myself as to whether or not we were going to go live on Twitter, but because we have the space, why not? We are live on Twitter today. Those of you that are watching us on the linking of the in, if anybody is watching us on LinkedIn, welcome. Because you know how LinkedIn does. Welcome, 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 LinkedIn. And for those of you that are twitching a little bit, you're watching us on Twitch, welcome, Twitchers. And we have a special shout out today for those of you that will be listening to us tomorrow in Nassau, Bahamas, and the rest of the Caribbean on Gospel 107.1 FM. We wish you.
Oh, I could sure use that. About that.
You sure need it. Perhaps you should have played that for yourself before you asked for a break when you just got here. Anyway, blessings, a multitude of blessings. Wow. Well, we have a lot going on today. So why don't we just get to it? Could I have the intro for the media segment, please? All right, that's media. We got a little bit of media going on. I'm also trying to see if, do you see if we're live on Twitter at all? I don't know if you can. I'm just looking to see if you're live on Twitter because I could be welcoming them and we're not live, but we are live. I just saw myself. We're live on Twitter. And yeah, we're a little bit behind on Twitter. And then I'm also going to look at LinkedIn too, but I'm sure we're live on LinkedIn. I'm sure we better be. Anyway, could I have photo number 1, please? And before we do that, there is a special. Buy one, get one half off, except for fresh juices, because you know Serena has to press those by hand. So those are a little bit different, but buy one, get one half off. Be quiet, MC. I already saw your mouth getting ready to form something. Just get ready to run this. Never mind. I forget to ask you, how are you, MC?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Good,
I'm
good.
thirsty.
Did you say you're thirsty?
A little bit.
Why don't you drink something before you come to work? Carry a bottle of water with you. This one. Sheesh. Anyway, so we're going to start with since you're thirsty, is there something you wanted to play for us, MC?
Something I wanted to play. Yeah, this is the only thing I wanted to play right here. That last little bit there.
I hate that last little bit. I hate that it's finished and then they go, wow.
Well,
But
it's
that's
so real. It's so real though. That's a real life sound. That's like someone. Okay, record now.
someone or you. Someone or you. That seems very MC Curtis-ish. Someone in quotes.
Dang it! Figure me out.
Ah, we certainly have juicers on the truck, but as Serena says, we have to slice and dice. So absolutely, that's some work. So you got to pay for the work, but fantastic. Go ahead and grab yourself. Buy one get one half off. All sorts of wonderful, juicy things on the truck. So here we go. We have got. I talked about this on IG Live, and I'm sorry. Before we get into it, I have to express my disappointment with IG Live. Can I take a moment of personal whatever privilege? That's it. I was about to say personal ineptitude. That's not the word. It's personal privilege. I was really disappointed today in IG. If you say you have a service, then you ought to provide the service properly. Don't you all think? One in the chat if you agree with me. MC, yes?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
MC Curtis and I, and you all probably saw a little bit of the test today. We were testing to see if we could go live with IG in the mix, and that would have been the sixth platform if we were able to do so, right? So we were testing, and they are supposed to be giving you the ability to use what's called a stream key so that you could use an encoder like a Restream.io or StreamYard, which everybody knows, and or any one of these encoders, the software encoders, you can put it in and go live at the same time to IG. Well, we tried it and we were live, but it was janky. It kept going in, and I'm like, "How are you not ready?" Like the movie, The Devil Wears Prada. She was waiting, Miranda, right? The main
Mhm.
character was waiting for something, and she was like, "Why is no one ready?" That's exactly what I said when we were doing. I said, "Why is no one ready? Why are you not ready, IG? Go ahead."
Well, you know what's surprising is because, there was obviously a lot of buzz about it, and I think it was a good buzz, and so people are, like, really into it, but then it just died down. You don't even because I'm sure this little issue we're having, it didn't just show up today, so it's very interesting that you're not hearing people talk about it now or
Yeah,
just some
no,
challenges.
exactly. There was a lot of buzz about it. There was a whole article, and I think we talked about it briefly on MediaScope. I was excited about the idea because, as you all know, I do a show on Instagram Live, basically a preview of what we're going to do here because I could not add them in here. So I'm like, well, we have so many MediaScope massive members on Instagram. I might as well do it too. But it would be wonderful if I could have everybody together at 6 o'clock. So that's what we were attempting to do today. As usual, we tested. Why is it whenever we test, it
I
never
don't know.
works out?
We got the, janky copy or the janky install.
They gave us the copy of the copy of the copy of the cassette tape.
Right, right.
After a while, it starts to sound,
Yes.
like another group once
Right.
because it's been copied so many times. And you're like, this is not Michael Jackson. This is Conway
Right.
Twitty. That's how
That's
bad it
funny.
was. We had the copy of the copy of the copy of the cassette tape. It was just
Same.
awful. And so I have to express to you, Adam Mosseri, who is the head over at Instagram, that I am very disappointed in you. You all say you can do this, and then those of us who have professional shows want to do it and give the Instagram audience a great professional experience, and we can't even do it. And it doesn't make any sense because your parent company, Meta, we could do it on Facebook. Why can you not? Why is no one ready?
Maybe there's no one at the desk who's handling it because they're
M- Maybe they tried to come in and take a break right when they came to work. Sound familiar, MC?
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, now you don't know what I'm talking about. Terry Nixon said that's weird. Is it weird or is it just to be expected? You know what? Nothing really surprises me. Yes, I was disappointed. Surprised? No, but I was disappointed because I was looking forward to be able to have everybody in one room, right? It's like when, when you go someplace and there's an overflow room, like, okay,
right.
yeah, churches do this a
Yeah,
lot too. You
exactly.
can't fit in the main sanctuary. So you get, because you came late, because you were trying to skip, parts of it and you came late,
Mm.
now you have to sit in the overflow room. That's what this is like. And I want everybody to have the great experience.
Well, let's call it like it is. We're trying to skip the tithes and offering portion.
Is that at the beginning of service?
Sometimes it is. Some
At,
churches.
at the church you run, right? We're going to get right into it. The offering.
We're not playing any games.
You know what we're here for. Let's get right to it. Usher board or Ursher board,
Ursula.
please get your basket. Could we have the nurses, please? Choir, can we play Oh How Wonderful as this happens? Yes. So at his church, that's what happens. But yeah, no, I need I don't want to have an overflow room anymore. Not that I mind. I love the individual experience, but I think it's so much better when we have everybody together. Mark Ward is here and he says, I'm in the overflow room with day old stale potato chips. That's how they roll at his church. You get the day olds if you're in the overflow room. You get the fresh candy. You get the old butterscotch from 1973 if you are in the overflow room. You get the fresh now
Oh, that's
laters.
funny.
Oh, did I shrink or did the couch grow? Both. Oh, by the way, in case you didn't know, both. No, I didn't shrink. But the couch, I'm just sitting on the floor because I don't know. I'm comfortable on the floor here, and it just works better here. I am in upstate New York, so I'm not obviously in my normal. Obviously, you can tell this is not my normal abode. Still in upstate New York, so yeah. So this is what you're seeing. Enjoy the wonderful views in upstate, cold upstate New York. Anyway, but thank you for being here, Mark Ward. It is so good to see you. All right, let's get it started. Jordan Peele, and I talked about this on IG. Jordan Peele is going to have his fourth film set to debut Christmas Day 2024 next year. We don't know what it's about. We don't know who's in it. There's no director set attached to it yet, but it's Jordan Peele. It's going to do well. So I was mentioning too that this is the sixth anniversary of Get Out. So when this new film debuts, it will be the seventh anniversary of his first film, Get Out. Can you believe it's been 6 years since Get Out was released?
Wow.
Okay, you don't sound surprised. I am, because I just feel like, if you ask me, yesterday was 2010. So I'm just really like, what? Are you kidding me? Get Out is 6 years old. But anyway, so that's what's happening there. Wednesday, December 25th, 2024, we're getting a new film. We don't know what it's going to be about, but because we know his genre is horror, it probably will be a horror film. I think I asked you this before. Are you into horror? and MC.
Well,
Go ahead.
not really, not really. No.
Okay. Can you handle horror though if you had to?
I can. Yeah, I
Okay.
think I think a lot of the plots are the same.
Yeah, somebody's trying to get away from someone. Let's split up. You guys go in the basement and I'll go in the spooky attic. Nothing will happen to us there. Guys, we have to split up. But why? Why do you have to split? Why? What what use is it for you to okay, it's like bricks, right? One brick on its own cannot hold an elephant. But if
Right,
you
right.
have a bunch of bricks, it can hold a whole circus full of elephants. The moral of the story is you're stronger together. Why are you splitting up? What is the purpose?
That's hilarious because I think Geico did a commercial with yeah, something like that. Yeah,
They
Geico.
did, they did.
That's hilarious.
And it's always like that. And I'm like, it is so, you know, something's going to happen. They split up. Okay. And Mark says it will be get out again. Or I said no. I said no.
I'm convinced that Mark
Ah,
Wade's a comedian.
he is. I'm waiting for the Netflix special. Mark Ward, where is it? I'm always so happy when Mark is here. I know that it is going to be a fun and funny show when everybody's here, but Mark adds this comedic effect that is unparalleled. So I said no. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Folks, if you're just joining us, we are having a great time already and the show's just begun. Welcome to the fold. This is MediaScope, excuse me, all things media tech and pop culture. Every Wednesday, 6 p.m. ish Eastern time, we come on to share with you on all of the platforms we're on today. We are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, and on Twitch. Okay. And sorry, tomorrow we're going to be on Gospel 107.1 FM in Nassau, Bahamas, and the Caribbean. Uh huh. Sing it over. Okay. Did they ever used to do that in your? In my Catholic school, they used to do that.
How'd that go?
So but it didn't sound as
Because you
soulful.
yeah, I was gonna say you had a lot of soul in it, so that didn't.
It wasn't like that. Sister Agnes Marie said, "Sing it over." That's exactly how she did. Not sing it over. She was like, sing it over. And then we said, hey. So we knew to be prepared to sing it through twice. The Sister Agnes
It's
Marie was going to say, sing it over.
that's funny because wasn't there like a video that did you see on Facebook or maybe YouTube where they showed the Catholic I don't know if they're Catholic, but they're predominantly white, and they were singing. I think it what was one of either Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg songs.
Ah, no.
Yeah, yeah, you should. It's somewhere either on Facebook
Did
or
I?
I think I seen it on Facebook. That's where I seen it on Facebook.
Okay, there's a lot. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they have a lot. And we've got some news anyway. Mark Ward says, when I was young, I used to be sent out to do stand up on a bus bringing people into the club. That should be Jordan's. Are you telling the truth with this one?
Wow.
I love it. And Serena Wills says I did a couple of updates and it messed up even more. What to your phone? I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. Let me know what you mean. Okay. Look, I'm trying to find us on LinkedIn, or should
Yeah,
I? No, I'm on.
I didn't get the
I'm
notification because I had been previously, but okay, yeah,
okay.
we're on LinkedIn.
Okay, we're on LinkedIn because I want to get the comments. I can't get the comments here because we're using. I don't think they'll show up here. But let me take a look at LinkedIn and see if we have any. Well, let me look at Twitch and see if we have comments because I know we had some Twitchers that are there. So let's see. And I am live. So no, where am I? I'm trying to see if I'm live on Twitch. Give me a second, guys. Okay, I am live on Twitch, and I do. All right, because I wanted to see the chat in the chat room. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Folks, welcome to the fold. Let's keep going. This is what is happening over on with Hollywood and with Hollywood. Sorry. Okay. September. He has another movie that's going to start production September of next year as well. So that will be his fifth film. So, all right.
How,
Fantastic. Good for
how
you,
does
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele how does he fare with in relationship to Tyler Perry in regards to just money wise notoriety, or is he
Well,
pretty
Tyler Perry obviously has been in the game a little bit longer than
okay?
Jordan Peele
Wasn't sure.
has. So yeah, he's been in the game a little bit longer.
Okay,
Remember, Jordan Peele is directing and creating. He's still in creator mode, whereas Tyler Perry is in creator mode, but he also is distribution. He also
okay,
so he's a little bit he's on a different, I don't want to say a different level, but he's in a different game slightly. But
gotcha.
if I know Jordan Peele, look for him to get into that whole distribution game very soon. That's where the power is, folks, in distribution. Okay, Jawaru Gambian is over on Twitch. Good. All right. Thank you for putting that in because I didn't know if I was going to be able to get comments from Twitch. Okay, I don't even have to look. They come this aren't you excited, MC? No.
I am.
Never
I
mind.
am.
Mhm. Great. All right. Well, thank you. But head over to YouTube. We will love you on YouTube too. Guess what, folks? We have a breakfast for dinner special: pancakes, omelets, turkey, bacon, and more. Go ahead
Ooh,
and dig
sounds
in.
yummy.
Doesn't that
Sounds
sound
delicious.
good?
Yes.
And I actually had breakfast food for lunch today. It was a really good omelet, a feta and spinach omelet, and I had two buttermilk pancakes with that as well.
That sounds good.
It was quite tasty, quite tasty.
I like my pancakes to have that crunch on the edge. You know how when you put the batter
Yes.
in, mm, that
Which
crunch.
means that you have to, so this is what you have to do. There has to be a little bit of oil or whatever, right? To
Mhm.
cook it so that you have that the crispiness of the edges, the crunch. We know you like crunch because you save your
It's
chicken skins as a
delicious.
treat.
It's delicious.
What is that from?
I don't know.
I don't either. So Terry's will take two pancakes, some pancakes, and two turkey sausages. Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah,
Mark
that
Ward says
makes me hungry.
that's you. That would be you. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me
Turkey
hungry.
sausages are pretty good.
Mm.
Jordan said, Mark Ward says Jordan can write and doesn't have an ego that prevents collaboration. Yeah, I said, Mark Ward, I have
Yes.
to agree. I have to agree. Here's the problem with Tyler Perry. And regard, love him or hate him, you have to respect his hustle and what he does. However, part of the problem with Tyler Perry's work is that he writes everything. He does not have a writer's room. He is the writer's room. And I think that when you're writing from a particular perspective, you need to have people who understand. You can't write everything. You can't. This is why you look at some of his shows and it's like, well, what do you know about being a millennial woman? You're not one and you don't. You can
Well,
guess. So even I mean, I know some people that were uh, a couple of people that were in Tyler Perry movies and he wrote all their stuff. And it's like some of the thing, I was being told that some of the things are not things that they would say or somebody like them would say.
right,
And
right.
I'm not expecting you to know that, Mr. Perry, because that is not your experience. And because you're so busy writing everything and running everything, you don't have the time to do the proper research to know, okay, this is how this should sound, or this is how this character would sound in this situation. You don't know. And it's
Well,
okay not to know. That's why you hire writers.
yeah, that sounds exhausting. I was actually reading an article, and they were saying that he was actually pretty. Obviously, I don't know him, but they were saying that in the article that he was actually pretty tough to work with. He wanted things
Probably why he
done.
writes everything himself.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, that sounds exhausting.
It sounds very exhausting, and you don't want to do that. You should not be the only one with the keys to the kingdom, because if you get sick, the kingdom it doesn't open that day. Just saying. Mark Ward says this: watch the haves and the have nots. It's hilarious for all the wrong reasons. The
Mhm.
dialogue repeats over and over and over. It's extremely entertaining if you watch it for the absurdity and horror of it all. I miss it. I who used to love that, Mark Ward? Kevin used to love my podcast partner, Kevin Williams, used to love the have and the have nots. He doesn't watch anything else that is Tyler Perry, but he watched the haves and the have nots. Now, I never watched it because I don't like soap operas. I never have. It's soap opera y, so I never was drawn to watch it, if that made any sense. Ah, I don't know. And let's see. That's crazy. He doesn't have a writer's room. At press time, he did not. Maybe now, as we're speaking, he does have one because it is not sustainable to write everything yourself. Not with the amount of Chitlin Circuit dramas he comes up with.
Yeah, absolutely, Tachi.
It's
Absolutely.
not sustainable, and it's not good. It's not good. I think you are better when you have the benefit of writing from other people. That's just me. I could be wrong here,
It's
but
like
that's
one
just me.
perspective. That's
It's
gotta
it's an echo chamber.
it's like the eating the same food every day.
Well, he likes fried chicken apparently, or
Evidently
salmon or whatever.
evidently, skinless or something.
It would be skinless because you stole all the fried chicken skins. Ah, Mark Ward is adding this. Tyler was asked why he writes everything himself. He said he tried but couldn't find anyone that had the right voice. You mean because it was a dialogue, like people actually speak? You blind, Tyler. You blind. Yeah,
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, but
I think, but you have the thing right on. There is a humility that you have to have when it comes to those types of things. And here's the thing:
absolutely.
it's an echo chamber because the biggest thing, and this is why I love screenwriting, but I don't really do it all the time because of the rewrites. That's the thing that gets me. The rewrites. You really have to, and I love writing, but not to the point that I want to do that many rewrites. And that's the thing. And especially when you're working on a show, on a series, you've got real rights, sorry, excuse me, rewrites with not much turnaround time. So you have to really like that to work. So my thing is, because you're writing everything and is anybody looking over it, you don't really have any rewrites, which is why it goes up as it is.
He's looking over it. This is good. It's good. Let's go with this one.
But that's just really not good.
There are no
That's
rewrites.
really not good. What happened?
I said there are no rewrites.
There are no rewrites. And so my thing is like, yeah, he's still making money, he's still doing things, but I think there's a lot of it has to do with support of a person of color who is in this realm. Um, you don't want to be the one to say this is horrible. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's that blind support that people have of him. And that doesn't mean that everything he does is terrible. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that he stretches his talent, I think, beyond where is reasonable to things he doesn't know anything about. And because you don't have another voice, it's not right. You know what? It doesn't come off as right. You don't have another voice to tell you this is not the way we would speak. Because sometimes,
Absolutely.
I'll watch something, I'm like, but that's not how
Yeah.
millennial woman that would never happen.
Well, maybe that's the reason why some of the actors, that he uses. I mean, a lot of them are good actors, but it's because maybe those lines that he has them delivering, and
Mm.
it's just not how people talk, and he
Yeah,
does he's not aware of that.
And that's interesting because, and look who's here, Cheryl Ferguson. Hey, Cheryl, welcome, welcome. It could be. So here's the thing, because of the fact that it's from one perspective and it may not be as accurate. You could look at the actors in a said show, in one of his shows, and they're terrible actors. But is
Absolutely,
it terrible
absolutely,
acting or just bad writing?
absolutely, Tachi. Yeah, well said.
But do people care because you make money when you work on it's a lot of things. I don't know. And I'm not out here writing a I have a show, I have several shows, but I'm not writing a scripted show. So I can't profess to know how difficult it is to do. But I do know one thing. When I watch, there are some things that don't seem like it's in the proper voice, and that's because you don't have anybody with that voice in your writer's room. Writing is a profession to give some writers a chance. How do you know what is the right voice,
Mm,
especially when it's not you? All of these things you're doing are fictional, and you
absolutely. Yeah, I
okay.
guess.
Cheryl Ferguson said bad writing.
Yeah.
Mark Ward said, "Listen, no one can deny the man is a machine. He produces like a rabbit. He does. He does." Sorry, go ahead, MC.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, real quick, it's just that I think when he does that, again, he just loses an audience eventually. And when you because I think that for me, looking at his actors, it's not to say they're not good actors, but the very fact that they have, I think, bad scripts, that's what makes them sound like their acting is bad. It's because the timing of delivery of their lines. Yeah,
Cheryl said it, bad writing, and she is a writer, so
right.
she she also agrees with you. Amen, MC. At least somebody agrees with you. You know, I think it's important. MC often gets the
It is.
raw
It
end
is.
of the stick because
It is.
because we're all just like, what? But I'm glad somebody has MC's back, and that's important. We need to have your back, folks. If you're just joining us, welcome to the media party. This is MediaScope, all things media, tech, and pop culture. We're on at 6 p.m. ish every Wednesday. It's Taco Wednesday. We're here with the MediaScope food truck, the queen of food truckery, minister of libation. Sarita Wills is here, as is MC Curtis. Say hey.
Hey, everybody, what's happening?
And oh, I'm Tachi. Hey. Jasmine Graham says, I'm on YouTube feeling unseen. I know someone has been writing for a Tyler Perry show since 2020. Wait a minute. Have you been writing things on YouTube? Because I'm not getting anything from YouTube. Like, we're not getting anything here on YouTube. What's going on? Huh. Dun, 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 dun. That's not the right song. I should have. That's the song for Imperial from the Imperial Butter. Yeah, hold on, Jasmine. Let me look. I'm glad you said something because I would have been none the wiser. Hold on, YouTube. If you all are saying something, I am not hearing you. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, there are 6 of you watching over here on YouTube. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. This is what I'm doing. D Carpio, what's up? I don't know why we're not picking up YouTube today, so we're gonna have to investigate that. So thank you for saying something. D Carpio, welcome. Jawaru Gambian, welcome over on YouTube. Jasmine says hi again. Hey, 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 hey. So yeah, there are 6 of you watching over here on YouTube. I apologize. We did not see. So we're using an encoder, and usually it picks up the comments from YouTube so we could put them on the screen. I see not one comment from YouTube today, but I will read. So Jawaru Gambian says this. Um People, okay, they want you to use a separate device to go live. Okay, you're talking about Instagram. Well, no, well, Instagram, it's not against their policy because they're the ones who told us that we can use the stream key to go live from an encoder and they give you the directions. They're just not doing it. Jasmine Graham says, Tyler has listened to the criticism and now at least has writers' rooms for a few of the shows. I know someone that has been writing for him since 2020. Okay, good. That's why, okay, that I said maybe now he does. So good. That is good because it's not good to. I don't know, but is that meaning that the writing is getting better? Because if you just hire a whole bunch of mini yous, does that change the trajectory of the writing? The views expressed by MC Curtis. Jasmine said I made a few comments on YouTube. Thank you. YouTube, don't mess with us today. Don't mess with us today. So thank you so much for the people watching on YouTube. I apologize. We did not see. Now I am back. I have it up on my device and I can see you. He gats. All right. Uh, Jasmine says this. I didn't say it was better. I was just confirming the writing. Right?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay, we're gonna get off of poor Mr. Perry because he's trying. I give kudos and props and flowers to anybody who tries and who's listened to the criticism and has some writers' rooms. So hopefully this improves the what's the name? Um, Gerard Gambian says this on YouTube. MC is so cerebral that his excitement is inward. You're You're right. It radiates inside. It just doesn't reach the mass. You're right. You are right on this one.
It's
Folks,
like chewing
go ahead.
something crunchy with your mouth closed, and the crunch is not actually heard, but it's absorbed.
But are you supposed to chew with your mouth open?
No, but just some people do.
Those
Something
people are
really
wrong.
crunchy,
Those people are wrong. You're not supposed to.
and they're trying to be discreet about it, though, and so they're
There's no
like,
discretion with crunchy. Okay, none. None. Could we go to photo 2, please? Let's go ahead and move on because we've spent a whole bunch of time on Mr. Perry, and he is not the sponsor of this show. You could be though, even though our chances are nil now. But anyway,
I know, right?
right? Um, no. Photo 2, Shazam.
I mean, let me
Yeah,
turn
there
it
you
on.
go.
Okay.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah,
s-
happened.
Yeah, the views expressed. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about Shazam. We've been talking about the movies. Shazam netted this past weekend 30 billion. Sorry, 30 million, not billion.
Oh,
They would have
okay.
been happy
Oh,
with 30 billion. Million, which was underwhelming for them. They were expecting, well, they had low projections anyway. They were projecting 35 million. They got 30 million. Look, I don't know. MC, did you see the first Shazam movie?
no.
Okay, I saw and ironically I just saw it last week. And that's probably they were probably playing it in lieu of it coming out this past weekend. So I watched the first Shazam. Eh, to me, it's like a kids movie.
It is.
Maybe it's supposed to be. Maybe that was the intent, but it's like a kids movie. Uh, it was entertaining. Would I have gone to see it in the theaters? Nope, probably not. So because of that, I was not drawn to go and see. I'm not drawn to see anything in the theaters yet, but I wasn't drawn to go and see this in the theaters at all. But this is a DC property. I am a Marvel girl. I've already said this. It's Shazam Fury of the Gods. Projected 35 million, made 30 million. 30.5. Sorry. So Shazam 2's Friday and the previews was at 11.7 million. So they made over that weekend 30 million. I look, maybe I'm just like, to me that's good. I understand it is not good compared to what we've been making in the entertainment industry. I get it. I understand. It is not a thing, compared to what we have been making in the entertainment industry. I get it. But I think, and I said this on IG, because of the proliferation of all the different platforms we have to watch things on now, because of the the types of content, the different types of content, I think that the pool is now split. It's a little wider. You've poured your pebbles into the pool, and instead of pouring them into a basin, it's now in the pool and it's spread out. I don't know that there is that much money to go around. So to expect what you would have made in like the 90s and early 2000s before streaming really became a thing, before home theater and DVDs became a thing, I think is asking a lot.
Hmm.
Why are you not moving with the direction that entertainment is moving in? Maybe they think they are, but I'm looking at you and I don't think you are.
Hmm.
Serena says, yeah, Shazam is more so for kids. My son liked the first one. I rest my case. Kids would like that type of thing, but I wasn't like drawn for it. Yeah, the projection was only 35 million for this opening weekend.
How much
I
was
don't
the
think they had
investment?
high hopes for it. Go ahead.
How much was the investment on that movie?
Good question. Let me see if I can find that. Um, all right. So here's the thing. They did this again because they netted a profit of 75 million off
Jeez.
of from the um from the first one, right? They did that. So their production budget was 100 million and then 105 million global marketing spend. So even after the production costs and the marketing, they still netted 75 million.
Wow.
So that's why they said, "Oh yeah, Shazam! Fury of the Gods it is." But I don't know that they're those no I don't think I don't think they're going to make those type of numbers net at all.
I think people are actually going out. People are actually thinking about the movie they want to see before, as opposed to going out because, hey, let's go out and have some fun. Let's go to a movie. Let's watch anything. They're actually thinking about the movies now. you know,
No,
do I want to watch this?
absolutely. Absolutely. Do I really wanna do this, and do I really wanna risk I mean, I don't know how many
Yeah,
people are still thinking, "Ooh, COVID." I am, but I don't know how many people are still thinking that. But if you are thinking about that, is that a movie that you go and risk your health for? I don't think so.
that would be
I don't think so. It's more that you do with the blockbusters like, okay, like, Wakanda Forever or whatever, where you're like, well, I gotta see it in the theater, so I'm just going to mask up or not and go, or be careful and go. Not for something like Shazam.
Yeah, that sounds like a conversation that some poker players or bid whiz players are having. Hey, did you hear about Margaret?
Did
She
you
got
say Midwest?
yeah. Did you hear about Margaret? She got the COVID.
You said Margaret and the COVID. If you are not speaking like an older person, I don't know who is.
She went to see
Uh
Shazam.
Okay, YouTubers, I am checking comments to make sure I'm not missing your comments. I am checking, checking, checking. So feel free to comment away. You know what I probably need to do? I probably also need to look on LinkedIn and see if we're even live there and if we're making any people are making any comments. So yeah, I think we're live over there, but I'm not. I didn't get any notifications. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no notification.
I didn't get a notification, but I did check. We are live on LinkedIn, but I was trying to leave a comment and it did not allow me to.
Okay, do you see any comments at all?
None whatsoever. I don't think
Weird.
people see
Okay.
them.
So maybe we'll figure this out later. But anyway, oh my goodness, look who has come in. Camille Jamila.
Mhm.
Hey, 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 Camille, how are you? So good to see you. The TEDx speaker herself.
She's like a
Welcome,
celebrity.
welcome. She is. She is a celebrity. Everybody who's at the MediaScope Massive is a celebrity. It is good to see you, Camille. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, she came bearing gifts, MC.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Camille.
Mhm. Oh,
That last
Are
little
you
bit.
done? Are
Yeah.
you done? All right. Off of Shazam, that's what happened there. Not very high expectations, but It is what it is. Let me know. Are you going to see? Are you planning to see Shazam? Let me know. Maybe you are. Maybe you have kids. Like Serena has a son who's a Shazam age. So maybe you're going to take them. But are you planning to see Shazam? Let me know. Slurp City. Exactly, Cheryl. No couth. None whatsoever. All right, let's keep going. Could I have photo 3, please? Where we're going to go. I'm determined for us to be somewhat on time today. I am determined for us to do a full hour and be somewhat on time. All right, so let us go to Netflix. All right, so this is actually Jeremy Gorman, and she is the president of worldwide advertising for Netflix. And the story is, according to Bloomberg, that Netflix's ad supported tier has hit 1 million users. Can you
Wow.
believe that?
Wow.
Lucky for Netflix because they remember they had to give that advertising money back because they did not meet projections.
Mm, interesting.
And they said, "Oh no, we're going to have," and they didn't meet it, and they had to humbly rewrite the check and hand it over back to the yeah. So when you overpromise but underdeliver, that's not a good thing. Underpromise and overdeliver. They wanted that sweet, sweet advertising cash. So Mark Taylor. Mark Ward said he'll go see Shazam when Tyler Perry writes it. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. What Mark Ward, I have to know from you, if he were to write it, what would we expect from a Tyler Perry production of Shazam? Sarita said, nope, someone else could take it to
Would it
see
be
Shazam.
would it be Medea as Shazam?
Oh, hello. I told you we're not doing that today. Oh, that would be interesting. Medea
Yeah,
is Shazam, or Medea meets Shazam.
well, that makes sense actually for what he's
It
done.
does.
He does all the writing. His only main character is Medea.
Medea or Shazam meets the Browns.
Shazam is the Browns.
Okay, so this is his MO. There would be a woman victimized by an abusive woman and some not so subtle. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You're right. That you're right.
Hilarious, Mark.
You're right. Shazam and Tyler Perry. I'd expect to be watching something else. But now we've put the seed out there. So if you're up for the challenge, TP, this is out there. Yeah, no, exactly, Mark. Yes, absolutely. So Shazam meets the Browns. Shazam is the Okay, let me talk a little bit about what's happening on Netflix. So, the three biggest things is that advertising is working because they've hit a million. It's working for Netflix and it is working for Disney Plus. How many times do we have to tell you this? We've talked about this ad nauseum.
Right.
Subscription alone does not work. You are too dependent on somebody else's whims and dollars for your livelihood, which is never a good spot to be in. The whole reason they added an ad supported tier was because they needed to generate revenue. Well, projections that I told you all last week, they are projecting that they are going to make some money this quarter off of not just the password sharing thing, but this ad supported thing. So it looks like it is working. It's been a slow start, but it is working for them. So they said they've reached 1 million monthly active users in the US after the second month, according to internal data that Bloomberg had access to. The
Mhm.
user base grew by more than 500% in the first month from its launch and another 50% in its second month. They've also fulfilled their promises or deliveries to advertisers, according to Bloomberg as well. So they said, okay, because we can't give back too much money. So let's try and
Right.
make it work. All right. Well, so it worked. So this may have come as a surprise to people who've been scrutinizing the company because, again, they didn't deliver as many viewers or product, right, as they said. And, and they had to, there was a whole bunch of stories about the rough start and the fact that they had to return the money. So now it's here. But here's the thing, most advertisers are not worried. They weren't worried then, and they're not worried now. So Netflix is a name. They built their advertising business in less than a year with zero promotion. So I think they're being given a little bit of grace. It's Netflix after all. All right. Let's keep going. Could I have photo 4, please? And I want to make sure I'm getting everything on YouTube, and I think I am. All right. All right. Photo 4. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I did get everything. All right. So, photo 4, we are now on what's his name?
Magic Johnson.
Yeah, thank you. Magic Johnson has put in a bid to buy the Washington Commanders. I had asked who are the Washington Commanders before because, I don't follow sports and not realizing that the Washington, what their former name was, have now become the Commanders because I find it highly disrespectful to use an ethnic group as the name of your sports team because you think they're brave and wonderful and that type of thing. It's always been problematic for me. So they've since changed it. And so he has put in his bid for that, according to TV News Check. So he's gone in together with, he's gone in together with Josh Harris on a bid on this. So when they first sold the first time, it was 4.65 billion that they were sold for. And this was to the heir of Walmart, Rob Walton. So this time it's expected to be higher. Their net worth or their worth is 5.6 billion. So a sale is probably going to be that much. Did you know about this, MC, or did anybody know about this?
I did not.
I am not going to put this up on the screen.
What's that?
Mark Ward's comment. I can't do. Okay, I will put it up, but I'm not going to say it. Mark Ward, I can't with you. I cannot. Mark Ward. The views expressed by Mark Ward, I cannot. So Cheryl Ferguson said this: they're going to lose viewers if they follow through on the plan changes. Talking about Netflix, absolutely. And Mark Ward says, for more of the MediaScope Tyler Perry roast, go to Patreon. Ooh, that's a good idea.
I
Don't
know,
laugh.
right? It is a good idea.
Jasmine says this: a Tyler Perry production of Shazam would make one heck of a sketch. It absolutely would. And Cheryl Ferguson said, and Shazam will be singing space gospels. Oh, you all are hilarious. The MediaScope Massive is absolutely everything. You make my Wednesdays. You absolutely make every Wednesday for me. All right, so that's what's happening in sports. Magic Johnson is putting in his bid for the Washington Commanders, which the name I don't get, but it is what it is. It's better than what it was before. Could I have photo 5, please? Let's talk a little bit. We haven't been talking much crypto, and especially the FTX thing came up before we came back on air from our sabbatical. So let's talk a little bit about this. 8 finance YouTubers are named in a $1 billion lawsuit over FTX promotion. So there were
Yes.
8 YouTubers who talked up FTX before its collapse, and they are now being sued. It is a $1 billion class action lawsuit that was filed just last week, March 15th, in the Southern District of Florida. And they're alleging that these people, Graham Stephan, Kevin Paffrath, Andre Gique, Jasprit Singh, Brian Jung, Jeremy Lefebvre, Tom Nash, Ben Armstrong, and Erica Kohlberg, as well as the talent management firm Creators Agency, quote, promoted, assisted in, and or participated in the sale of unregistered securities by FTX. The suit alleges this as well. FTX turned to celebrity and social media endorsers to position itself as the safe option among cryptocurrency exchanges. FTX's paid endorser program was clearly designed to use the positive reputation associated with specific YouTubers and other social network influencer to excuse me, convince consumers that FTX was a safe place to buy and sell cryptocurrency. They are alleging also that the creators did not adhere closely enough to the FTC's guidelines about disclosing their financial ties to FTX. Is this their fault? Folks, I want to know from you. MC, I want to know from you. Do you think this is their fault? Should they be blamed for
Mm.
this? You're an influencer, you're hired by an agency or represented by an agency, and you push this. Is that really your fault? I'm just interested to know.
Well, there were a couple celebrities. I can't remember who they were, but they were pretty well known actually, and they were in this. They were in a lawsuit, but I think they settled out of court. But yeah, I think they, obviously the influencers know that they can make money, just on their audience alone,
Mhm.
their
Mhm.
viewers. But I think also, I think the challenge is that the FTC was saying that they did not state clearly that they were part of this program, or they were actually receiving commissions or something like that.
And I think I think to me that's where fault lies in
Right.
my mind
Yeah.
mostly. That if you don't clearly disclose and make it clear that you are partnered, receiving money from, receiving
Yeah.
commissions or anything, if you don't make it clear, that's where there's a problem. Yes, definitely. Let me tell you some of the celebrities that are non-influencers. They target Kevin O'Leary. We know him from Shark Tank. Tom Brady, the former football player. Stephen Curry, the current basketball player. Shaquille O'Neal, but Shaquille O'Neal does stuff for everybody. He does commercials for everybody. Shaquille O'Neal and Larry David.
Wow.
So it's class action.
Well, you know what? I don't even know if I blame those guys, because this FTX, these guys had money, more money than, I mean, they were up there with God. They had a lot of, seriously, they had a lot of money. And so I don't blame the celebrities and, trying to get in on it, make some money themselves. But
So here's the thing. Well, here's where it gets iffy. If they made money off of it directly and nobody else did, obviously that's like an insider thing. So that's where it's problem.
right,
That's where
right.
it's problematic. I don't think this is the case here. Cheryl Ferguson said, "I think they were naive, but we need to take responsibility for our decisions." Mark Ward says this: "Yes, you always need the disclaimer that you are not providing financial advice." Oh my goodness, absolutely. This is not financial advice. This is not medical advice. If you are veering into these realms, you have to protect yourself. And by protect yourself, I do not mean I do not own the rights to this music. I told you all about that. It does not work.
Right, right.
Here we go. So It will be interesting to see this if you're interested. This article is on Tube Filter, and there actually is also an article that goes along with it. Sorry, a video that goes along with it that you can watch. But yeah, I don't know. I think there are a lot of different parts to this. The moral of the story is if you are an influencer, you need to be careful and be very pointed to what you endorse, what you support, and you need to disclose that you are being paid, that it is promotional. At the end of the day, too, I also think that people are grown and people are adults, and you have to do your due diligence also. Nobody expected the FTX collapse, but also nobody expected the Silicon Valley bank collapse either.
Yeah, that was jeez.
So I think the difference here is that Silicon Valley Bank is FDIC. So if you had less than 250,000, is it $250,000? I think is FDIC. If you had less than that in the bank, you're going to get your money back. So there is some assurances with something like an exchange like an FTX, which crypto, when you lose, you lose. So I think that's where the issue is here. But you know this going into crypto. I don't know how many times people that are experts, first of all, you shouldn't be dealing with crypto if you don't have a good understanding of it. Second of all, know that if you lose your passwords, if you lose, it's gone. So you have to do your due diligence with that. And I think sometimes people just hear crypto, they heard quick money, they heard the big returns, and they did not do their due diligence with any of these exchanges. Whether you think they're safe or not, you still have to do your due diligence. Terry Johnson is here, the assistant queen of food truckery. How are you? Welcome. She said yes, 250 per account. Exactly. And if you have more than okay, I'm not going to give financial advice, but it's interesting that if you have more than that, that you would keep that in a bank because the rest of that is not insured. So, just saying. Anyway, let's keep going. Could I have photo? Actually, could I have the intro for the tech segment, please? All right, let's talk TikTok. Could I have, is this photo 6? It should be.
This.
Yep. Let's have photo 6. We're going to talk a little bit of TikTok. I'm going to look and see if there's, oh, look who's here. Claude Diamond is over on the YouTube side, and he says Wednesdays just got better. Greetings from North Carolina. Hey, hey. And new background. Oh, I am in upstate New York for a little bit. That's why you see this background. I'll be back to my normal background in a little while. And Bootha Vandross is here. What's up, Bootha? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. Oh, Clifton Howard. Hello, hello. How are you? Welcome, 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 Cliff. Let's see. Crypto. Okay, Claude Diamond says this. Crypto is for suckers. Really?
Hmm.
So I'm taking it you're not a crypto fan.
Right.
Do tell. Do tell. I can't lie. I see the promise in crypto. I really do, but everybody feels differently about it. So do tell why you think crypto is for suckers. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. So people on YouTube, for some reason, when you're putting in your comments, it's not popping up in our encoder, so I can't put them up on the screen. So I'm going back periodically to get your comments. But I see you, YouTube. I see you. I see you, YouTube. Fantastic. All right, folks. If you're just joining, we are it's 7:15 already. Sheesh. Okay, we got to come to a close because we are now at 1 hour 8, and I want to keep it very concise. But welcome to the fold. My name is Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, also a journalist. You are watching MediaScope, all things media, tech, and pop culture. We are here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Guess where we are? Today we are on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter. We are live on LinkedIn. Yay. We're also live on Twitch. What's up, Twitch folks? Drop a comment if you are watching us on Twitch. Twitch is newer for us, so we are happy to have you. And also tomorrow, if you are listening in the Caribbean on Gospel 107.1 FM in Nassau, Bahamas, and the rest of the Caribbean, we wish you a multitude of yes. hmm
Imagine a
That's right.
tambourine.
No, I need you to get a tambourine sound.
I know. I need to find one.
We do.
I have to go to my
I mean,
church and record one. I
you're
mean,
gonna go to your church and record. Good night. Good night. I
forget.
can't. I can no longer. I can no longer.
You don't
Camille
trust
says
the sound
this.
effects?
What's this?
I said you don't trust the sound effects? The quality of the
I
sound?
do. I do trust the quality of the sound effects. Let me be behind you for once. I trust the quality of the sound. Kabir Jamila says that's why they have professional liability insurance, folks. You are right. You are right. Serena is wrapping up the food truck, folks. Fresh juice special. Order 2 juices, freshly squeezed. You get a free side salad. Don't you want to feel good and full of vitamins and energy? Go ahead and grab some fresh juice from the food truck and a salad. Our salads are delicious. Can I have a crunching sound at least, MC?
No, I was just wanting to hear what was included in that salad. You said they're delicious. I haven't seen it yet.
Because you don't eat salad, sir. You eat chicken skins. You eat fried chicken skins. So don't poo poo. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I was waiting for the crunch. Can't you tell how delicious our salads are?
They are.
Anyway,
They are delicious.
but they, oh boy. Salads are delicious, y'all.
Just one bite.
Folks, all right. You know what? We are at 1 hour 11. And so I am going to put the rest of the stories in my social media. You can follow me on social media and you can see the rest of the stories. So let me take, okay, we got to get a text story in. Let's see. All right. We have to talk about this and then I'll wrap up with something. Could I have the next TikTok, please? So, TikTok now has 150 million active users in the US. The CEO is going to tell no, the one with TikTok, not the D'Amelios. Yeah. Okay. So, although they are TikTok too, but I'll put that in my thing. They're looking to buy TikTok. The D'Amelios have those two young girls. They are on TikTok. They are huge TikTokers. Their father is looking to gather an investment group to buy TikTok because it has been mildly suggested that TikTok sell.
Still?
Still,
Wow.
still, you know what? But here's the thing: the people on the Hill, they like Facebook, and then they all go to sleep and forget about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're gonna forget about this. They are, but we'll see. But that's what's happening. All right. So, TikTok CEO Shu Zi Chu is going to testify in front of Congress tomorrow. Tomorrow, this starts. So he plans to unveil new internal data that suggests that this app is far more enmeshed in Americans' daily lives than anyone realizes. Do you think this is your plan? So what they're doing is they're planning to go to the Hill with a whole bunch of YouTubers that are going to attest to the fact that this is part of their livelihood. But really, honestly, how many people are making that much money off of TikTok that if it went away, there are people, but that's not the average everyday person. So they're basically essentially going to the Hill to argue that you can't shut us down or forces because it's too important to too many Americans. Now, I do say it is important to many creators. Many content creators do have TikTok as part of their strategy. I'm on TikTok, but it's not paying any bills for me. So I'm not the one that you know what I'm saying? And I would venture to say, most people are like me when it comes to
So,
that. It's
so what's the real reason?
what real reason?
Yeah, what's the real reason that they're trying to get rid of TikTok? Is it more political?
No, it's the whole thing with security and China. That
Mm,
is the reason that they're trying to force TikTok to close. That they feel it is a security threat and a security risk, and that it
I
no
see.
longer needs to exist. Well, if it exists, it needs to be sold out of the hands of ByteDance, which is the parent company and a Chinese company. So that's what they're trying to do. Terry, Jasmine, weigh in on this. I have to hear from you.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. So as part, not the whole strategy. Exactly. Exactly. It's part. And for many people, it's a small part. I still don't even have 1,000 followers on TikTok. Now ask me, have I tried? No. That's my own fault. But I'm not put on a hamster wheel for anybody. I am not going to sit there and no. I post. I think I have about 360 followers on TikTok. And I'm not going to try very hard when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? I try I repost what I post in other places, but it's not a major part of my strategy. Say what? A security threat? That's what they've been saying. So here we go. Kamitra says, I don't think I have 10. My base is on other platforms. Exactly. My base is not on TikTok. So uh, Terry Johnson says this the Biden administration is asking for TikTok to be sold to a US company. Yes, they are politely suggesting that they be sold to a US company. Yes. Are people going to forget about this? I think so. Terry, you could tell me, but I think eventually, like they always do, there are never any repercussions and people forget all about it. But I don't know if going to the Hill with a bunch of creators is going to do anything to solidify that this is optional. TikTok is optional. It is not.
Right, right. Absolutely.
And I'm not saying that it does not have any credence for content creators, that there are not content creators that are making a livelihood from that. Yes, there are. But is it enough to warrant? I don't think so. And
Hmm.
China has to approve, not. And yes, it is optional. It is optional. I don't know, barking up the wrong tree. We'll see. We'll see. I'm following this story closely. I know Terry and Jasmine are following this as well. Claude Diamond said, "Ooh, look what he's doing. He's having barbecue lamb chops on the grill with saffron rice and a nice bottle of Colorasi Paisano. I think that's how you say it. How nice! How nice!" And Booth
That's
Vandross
sweet.
says, "I still haven't uh, had any yet. I have to get some of those. Oh, some of the salads? Yeah, you need some." And my YouTube makes my car payments. Well, Claude Diamond, that's good. I think it works. It definitely does work for many people. But can you say that it is a major, like TikTok is a major strategy that is paying the majority of bills of a large number of people in the US? No. For many people, it's coffee money. It's different from YouTube, I think. They're trying
Hmm.
to get to that, but it's different from YouTube. Anyway, tis what it is. So here's this. Jasmine Graham says this. They'll move on in a few months. It seems like political grandstanding to me. Absolutely. 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 Camille says, will the group of creators represent all the creators or just the content pirates? Good question. I think they're meant this sampling is meant to be generalizable to the entire population of TikTok creators. Did you hear what I did there, Howard University graduate? Did
Absolutely.
they teach us well?
Absolutely. Hmm.
Jasmine Graham said, people make money on TikTok, but most people that use it as a strategy use it to gain exposure. Hello, Tabitha Brown and Keith Lee. Exactly.
Hmm.
All of their money is not coming from that. It's an exposure thing, definitely. So it is the conduit to other things often. Yes, yes. But again, it's a smaller segment of the population of the US that are content creators that are making money off of this. So you can't say this is like the auto industry, which employs all of Detroit. You can't
Right.
say that.
Absolutely.
It is not the same thing. So to
Mm.
go to the Hill and make this argument or some semblance of this argument, pick somebody else. Pick another strategy. Anyway. All right, guys, we are now about to be at 1:20, and I am so 1 hour and 20 minutes. I am so thankful you're here. And thank you for dealing with going over. We're going to try and keep this to an hour for real, but I enjoy all of you. So thank you so much for being here. All right, guys. You heard what I didn't say. All right, guys. MC, any final words?
Good show. Good show.
Good show for you too. So everybody that watched on all the platforms, thank you, thank you, thank you, YouTube. I apologize. I don't know why we weren't able to pick up the comments and put them on the screen, but guess what? I was reading them, and I appreciate you being here. So guess what? We very soon we are getting ready to launch our platform. I forgot to put the video in again, but we're getting ready to launch our platform. I will show it next week. MC Curtis and I are launching a network. Indie Soup Media is our name. Showing content is our game. We are the heart of the indie content creator, and we are super excited to have amazing creators on board. And we're going to launch soon. We'll tell you all about it and more about it anyway next week. But thank you, Terry. Thank you. But until then, I love you for watching. I bid you adieu. You guys, myself, and all of this news and all the folks on the platforms, let us all exit stage left.
I hide. Yeah, Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you.